Hello everyone, Seb the Space back here, and today I'm making a video about uh, how to rendezvous, and also to show you what it's like and explain a lot of things about physics and space on the term of rendezvous and how it works. Um, so I did attempt to make this video yesterday, and I made a really bad mistake, and I really just got really pissed off. So I decided to postpone it to today. But I made it simpler for me today, and I also fixed the problem because I'll show you in a sec. But so yeah, I made this rocket yesterday. It has 3 boosters. The middle booster lasts longer than the 2 side boosters, and it just, but they all burn at the same time, and it just it's very efficient. And yeah, so let me just show you what it's about. Make some minor modifications because I forgot to do some before the video. Okay, so first of all, what I wanted to show also, the probe that we're going to be rendezvousing with is already in orbit. I put that there yesterday, and I'll show you how it's done later. Anyways, my first video can explain how I got it there. So the problem I had yesterday, where I really messed up, is I forgot to put these on the rocket ship, which are RCS boosters and stuff. And it basically pushes your aircraft just a tiny little bit so that I can dock it just right. So here I just want to change this to monopropellant, which is what the RCS thrusters use. And I'm going to leave that like that. Gotta make sure this. Yep. Okay. Perfect. So yeah, let me just go through all the stages here and explain how this ship works. So first of all, these 2 boosters, all 3 of these boosters here start at the same time. The fuel from here and here are going in here while it's boosting, so they end a bit early. But this fuel tank is full when we're done the first burn, and then this takes me into orbit. And 1 second. And then I have a second stage, and yeah, so yeah, that's that. Put this back on here. Okay. So whoopsies. Second stage is here, and then there's I believe another stage in the payload. Let me just make sure all the stages are right here. Yeah, wait 1 sec. I think, yeah, stage 3, mage, engine, and engine. Perfect. Stage 4, that's good. That looks right. That booster and that. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna launch. While we're I'll explain something. So what we're doing. Oh, one sec, I gotta touch something. So what I do with the fuel from these 2 going into here is called asparagus staging. You can Google that. I think something should show up for that. I'm just gonna replace this engine with one of these. Perfect. Okay, so let's get this started again. Hopefully, yeah. Okay, good. So what I'm gonna do to do that, I'm gonna put this on fill, and then put this on drain, and this one on drain, and then we're gonna lock the position, and main engines in 3, 2, 1, and lift off. Okay, so the way I built the rocket, it's a bit tilted the way it is, but it doesn't make a difference when launching. It doesn't change the angle or anything like that. It might look a bit laggy right now. That's normal, by the way. It'll get less laggy. I fixed a problem since the last video. It should be doing a lot better now on the lagginess. I'm trying to figure something out here. Yeah, okay. Perfect, okay. I'm gonna continue to push this down ever so slightly. Okay, we'll leave that like that for now. I'm gonna double speed. Okay, so we want this right here is the orbit we are trying to achieve, so I'm gonna stop it right there. That's really high, but that's okay. I'm gonna let these empty themselves into the other tank while we travel to our apoapsis. Perfect, okay. And I'm just gonna get rid of those boosters, turn this off, and then get ready for an orbit burn, which we have 49% of the fuel in that part of the stage left. Okay, so we're going to want to start the burn at about 50 seconds left. So I'm just going to speed it up until then. Yeah, I'm speeding up with the game, not the video footage. I don't feel like editing today, so I'm just gonna put out the raw. It's not too bad. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it now, and then we're gonna begin the burn now. Okay, double speed here. This booster is really, really good. So we're definitely getting into orbit here. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to stop that just there. I'm going to go here. And since the purple line, or the pink line, is our target, I'm going to try to match the lowest point with it, which is about there. Perfect. Okay. Check something. Perfect. Okay. So by doing that, basically what happens is we meet with so one sec. Okay. So we meet with this the object we want to get close to. We meet it at the point that's in this area here, and then since our orbit is a bit larger, every time we complete an orbit it gets closer and closer, and after a few orbits it's really close and we can manually get closer to it from there. And I'll show you probably right before we dock. The orbits will be matching because of all the burns I make before. So let's just get rid of this part right here. I'm gonna explode it. Give it a second. There you go. I'm gonna blow you up. Boom. Okay. There you go. So now we have the payload in its thing. And what we're gonna do is these white lines, these white little things right there, those are the closest encounters, and with that we'll see how the upcoming encounter is going to be, how close they're going to be together. So we'll just let this run a couple times. because when I started doing this, I couldn't find a really good way to do it, because nobody really showed, so I had to watch like KSP videos, and then and those didn't really explain much. So I'm making this video for all those out there that want to do a rendezvous but have absolutely no idea how to. So I skipped the close encounter earlier because it just wasn't close enough, but it should get closer now because the way I'm doing it. So I'm just gonna allow it to continue. Okay, so we should be getting pretty close on this next one here. Maybe a little bit far. Oh, okay, we'll have to do it again. That's fine. That's no problem. I'll just speed it up a bit faster this time. Okay. Let's see. I'm not sure again. Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay. So for this, what we're going to do is I'm going to set up a burn here so that when our close encounter is even closer. So okay. So if I go here, I can put down the burn gizmo sensitivity. .6. So no, 1.8. Okay. .7. Okay, we'll just hold it there. So we'll burn to the next node. I mean, warp to the next node is what I mean. And it's going to automatically burn just a tiny bit for us to get this exactly how we want it. Okay, 1.8. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is see this here. That's the relative speed to what you set it to. So I'm going to set it to target, and that shows how fast we're going compared to what we want to get to. Oh gosh. Okay, let's turn that off. Oh god, that's not good. Okay, we still have 83%, which is really good. So I'm just gonna fast forward time here. It's gonna set us up for that. Okay, I'm just gonna make a thing for here and then go. Okay, so if I check now, I should be locked to here, but it didn't want to help me, so that's too bad for it. It's gonna be 18 kilometers. So around here, we're gonna want to start our burn to see this here, it went down. We're going to want to get this to 0, turn ourselves toward the target, and at that point we'll have 0 relative velocity, and when we burn towards it, we'll be getting closer. And then we're going to want to retrograde so that we can change that later. So yeah, all the fuel in the stage we have right now is going to be completely useless, or the next stage, but I'm planning on using the next stage to elongate the orbit. So okay, so I'm going to start it in just a few seconds. Okay, now it's not bad. Okay, so we kind of messed up there, but that's okay. We're just going to turn around again and then okay, so we have no relative velocity right now, so what we're going to do is point ourselves towards the target, and then I'm going to do a burn to about I don't know, let's say 40 meters per second. And what's going to happen here is we're going to get really close, like super close, and really soon too. Bam. Okay, you see? That's how it's done, my friends. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to activate this stage. And we're going to activate RCS. And then we're going to turn it so that it's how we want it to be. Let's first lock target. We're going to want to have our fuel in monopropellant pinned up here so that we know how much we have left. And let's see if this is the correct assigning of the buttons. Oh, sorry, whoops. Let's try this. No, far from. Okay, so we're gonna disable that, and then we're gonna turn to here. Whoa, there you go. Let's try that. Okay, complete opposite side, which is this one right here. Let's try it. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm able to control it and get as close as I need to at the speed that we want, relatively accurately. We're going towards it pretty fast right now, but we'll slow it down later to make it easier and stuff to dock just how we want. If you guys have any questions on how to do this, just please go in the comments and ask me the question, because I am sure it was really frustrating for me when I couldn't understand what to do. So right now, as you can tell, our orbit with the other object is exactly the same, which I told you I'd show you earlier in the video. Okay, so I'm just gonna go. So we want to dock with that docking port right there. So I gotta go up to it as slow as I possibly can. Okay, that was really bad, but okay. And we docked. Bam! It's as simple as that. I know it might look really hard, but once you get the hang of it, I swear you're gonna be able to do it every single time. Don't get too frustrated on your first times if it doesn't work. That happened to me way too much. But yeah, so what I want to do is see how this is 160 and 150. I want to make a burn to make this 500. Let's change this to that. Okay, there you go. No, 500 please. Let's put it down like that. Okay, sure, that's pretty much 500. Okay, and let's see how much delta V we have. We have a lot of delta V, so that's good. Not that much, but a decent amount. Okay, so 40 seconds burn time. I'm gonna time warp that. 15 seconds. This is all the information is here, by the way. And boom. Okay, perfect. And what we want to do now is make it the exact same thing on the other side. Okay. Right now they are 504 and 506. Perfect. Okay, let's do warp to the next burn, and then double this time, or time warp. Three, two, one, bam. Okay, the orbits are exactly how we want them, so let me just time warp until we're in the sun zone so that I can show you guys something cool. Now we can go here and press to turn that on and off. You click this solar panels, and you go here and you can activate those and these and these and wow. So yeah, that's how it's done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification if you liked my videos, because there's no other way to see them except hitting that. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. See ya.